My boss denied my promotion, told me, "You're replaceable, so don't get cocky." So I stopped doing anything not in my role. 72 hours later, everything went down hard and clients started threatening fines for missed uptime. The conference room fell silent. Every pair of eyes turned toward me. Gerald Morrison, my boss for the past 6 years, stood at the head of the table with that smug smile he always wore when crushing someone's dreams. The corporate justice I'd been promised for months evaporated in that single sentence. "I'm sorry, what?" I managed to say, my voice steadier than I felt. "You heard me, Wyatt." Gerald leaned back in his leather chair, fingers interlaced behind his head. "You're a good systems engineer, but you're not promotion material. Besides, we need you exactly where you are. Someone has to keep the servers running while the real leaders make decisions." Toxic boss behavior at its finest. I'd worked at TechCore Solutions for 6 years. 6 years of arriving early, staying late, fixing problems that weren't technically mine, covering for Gerald's incompetence, and training every new hire because he couldn't be bothered. I'd automated half our processes, saved the company over $200,000 in the last year alone, and prevented at least 3 major outages that would have cost us clients. And this was my reward. "Gerald, I've been doing senior level work for 2 years now. You said if I kept up my performance." I said a lot of things. He waved his hand dismissively. "But let's be real here. You're technical. You're not management. You don't have the personality for it. Plus, we're bringing in someone from outside for the senior position. Fresh perspective, you know?" My jaw tightened. "Someone from outside?" "Yeah, starts Monday. You'll train him, of course." Gerald stood up, signaling the meeting was over. "Now, don't get cocky about your current position either. Everyone here is replaceable. Keep that in mind." The workplace revenge thoughts started forming immediately, but I kept my face neutral. I'd learned that much in corporate America. Never let them see you break. I walked back to my desk in the IT department, past the sea of cubicles where my colleagues pretended not to have heard everything. My hands were shaking, not from sadness, from pure rage. Bridget, one of the junior developers, rolled her chair over. "Wyatt, I'm so sorry. That was brutal." "It's fine." I opened my laptop, staring at the screen without really seeing it. "It's not fine. You basically run this place. Without you, half these systems would have crashed months ago." She wasn't wrong. I'd built custom monitoring tools, automated deployment processes, created backup systems for our backup systems. I'd even written documentation, something no one else bothered with. And I did it all while Gerald took credit during executive meetings. I'd overheard him once bragging to the CEO about his team's innovations, my late nights, my sacrificed weekends. My phone buzzed. A text from my girlfriend, Nina. "How'd it go? Are we celebrating tonight?" I stared at the message. We'd been planning this for months. The promotion meant a $20,000 raise. We were going to finally put a down payment on a house, start planning our wedding properly, maybe even think about kids. I typed back, "Didn't get it. Talk later." The 3 dots appeared, then disappeared, then appeared again. Finally, "What? Are you serious? I'm calling you." I silenced my phone. I couldn't talk to her right now. Not until I figured out what I was going to do. That's when I noticed the email. Automated alert from the main server cluster. Nothing critical. Just a warning that one of the redundancy systems was running at 85% capacity. Normally, I'd jump on it immediately. Normally, the ending will surprise you. Watch now at YouTube. Daily Tales time. I'd spend the next 2 hours optimizing, rebalancing, preventing any potential issues. But Gerald's words echoed in my head. "You're replaceable." I closed the email. For the first time in 6 years, I didn't fix a problem the moment I saw it. My desk phone rang. It was Marcus from sales, one of the few people in this company I actually respected. "Wyatt, hey man, just heard about the promotion." "That's messed up." "Yeah, listen, I wanted to give you a heads up. That new senior engineer they're hiring, it's Gerald's nephew. Fresh out of college, 0 real-world experience. The whole thing was decided months ago." My blood went cold. His nephew. "Yeah, Gerald's been planning this since January. I heard him talking about it at the holiday party. He said, and I quote, 'Wyatt's too useful where he is. He'll never leave because he's too loyal.' Perfect setup to keep him doing grunt work while Trevor learns the ropes. Professional betrayal." That's what this was. Not just denying me the promotion, but deliberately stringing me along while grooming his unqualified relative for the position. "Thanks for telling me, Marcus. For what it's worth, everyone knows you're the backbone of this operation. Without you, this place would burn." I hung up and sat very still. Around me, the office buzzed with activity, phones ringing, keyboards clacking, the low hum of servers in the room behind me. This place was my second home. I'd given it everything, and it had given me